I'd like to take this chance to apologize. Absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World Most Dangerous Podcast. Vivo P's in the building. What's good?
It was going bar for bar. Shouts out to the stage, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
Come on, man.
They can't know what time it is.
Jay Camp's favorite part of the show. Wake up the neighbors.
Negative.
Man, Jay Camp's in the building. What's going down, man? What's goody, Jay Camp, man?
Man, same-ish, different toilet. You know, another day,
man.
another dollar, another fresh shot, another holler.
That's it.
What's good, though?
What's a bar in there
Bevo
right
Peasy.
there?
Oh, man, I got the Diddy hot
Oh,
tub
you know,
already,
it's got to be a bar in there
on, man.
somewhere.
Never that sus Diddy hot tub early.
Man, early.
Early.
B.O.P. was goody, man. Come on, man.
Early.
Right.
Come on, man. B.O.P. was good.
Hey, glad to rock it out with you, brothers.
Let's go.
Shout out to all those that are stepping inside the door. Go ahead in the back and get you a soda all the way in the back. And, you know, welcome.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Hey, man.
And shout out
salute
to the Podfather. Yeah.
Shout out to the potty. Posthumous Prime. Shout out.
Ashy Knuckles. I'll be sure Knuckles. You know what I'm saying?
Bumpy
flavor.
Knuckles.
Hey, come on, man.
Iceberg, how you feeling, man?
Hey, man. Got a good show tonight, man. Hey, man, this thing, when Jay Camp's in the building, Bebo P's in the building, come on, man. It's a celebration.
We having a
Celebration.
Come on, hold on, man.
Vicious.
Mama! In
Mama.
the building. What's goody, man?
What's good?
Toronto holding it down. What's goody? You know what I'm saying?
All
You know
day.
how we do, man. Come on.
Canada in the building. Who
hold
else
on,
is in the building? Let us know where you're from.
Madden in the building, man. Come
Wow.
on, man.
Wow.
Hold it down.
Drive. Hold it
Wow.
drive. Canada. Madness was
Carmen,
good.
come
TJ,
on.
yo,
Come
what's
on,
happening?
Antoine's in here early.
Antoine 1486, what's
Ours in
happening?
here, man. Come on. Whole
Seven
family's in
Hundo
here.
Club up in this piece.
B Strickland's in here,
Man, B
man.
got
What's up,
Strickland.
what up,
He did it
what
from
up?
KC.
Dog, man.
Phoenix.
Come on.
KC and Phoenix, one of my favorite
Yeah.
cities.
The
One of
shit
my
is
favorite
in the
spots.
house.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Hey, man, salute to
Good.
Carmen, man, holding it down, man.
Good. How
Hey,
you doing, Carmen?
tonight,
Holding
man,
it down.
go over to check out, man, my rap verse, man. That's we the official podcast of this show, of the website. Go check that out. Again, man, fresh out hip hop on all social media platforms. You know how we get busy, man.
Absolutely.
We got a good show for y'all tonight, man. It's gonna be heavy in here, man. But while everybody's kind of coming in here, pause. They can't, man. We gotta talk about your brother. Oh,
I'm an only child, bro, so I don't know if you.
this your other brother.
Long
Oh,
Rob.
the other one.
Dude, your other. Jonathan Majors, man. Fumbling the bag. Hold on, that ain't the right one.
Girl, sit on down with your big nose.
nose. Carcino's little brother. Shout out Carcino. Jonathan Majors, man. Our guy, Creed, holding it down, you know what I'm saying? Doing big things, but this dude just fumbled the bag. First of all, he made $250,000 on that Creed 3. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Pull out the money, Bebo.
Oh, the money stays on deck, man.
Come on.
Come on now.
So he
Creed
gets his bread, man. You know what I'm saying? And what did Kanye say? When you get on, you leave your assholes up. So he does that. And next thing you know, man, they call the cops on him. I will pull out. We'll get JayZ snitches in, but we gonna be cool on JayZ.
There it is.
It's JayZ's night tonight. So long story short, if you don't know what's going on, hold on, let me play this real quick.
Jonathan Majors was arrested on assault charges for
Fair use, Nick.
an alleged domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman in New York. On Saturday, the actor allegedly calls police to an apartment in...
Hold up. Now let's be clear. He called the cops. Let's keep going.
Manhattan's Chelsea area. Majors was then arrested without incident and released later that day. According to the NYPD, the woman reportedly sustained minor head and neck injuries and was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Majors' lawyer has put out a statement claiming he is completely innocent, adding they are quickly gathering evidence to prove so, including video footage, witness testimonies, and 2 written statements from the woman recanting these allegations.
I thought it was KD right there.
So she recanted what she said. Let's keep going.
Remains scarce as this is an updating story. Although all eyes were on Majors' recent leading roles in Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, this New York incident has audiences focused firmly on the serious charges and allegations he is facing.
Jay Camp, he called the cops.
That's right, 700 Club. He called the cops.
He called the cops. Shout out to Pirate 700. And he get arrested. What is this, man? I'm trying not to put on the coof yet, but can you? What is this without putting the coof on?
You are itching, Iceberg, for that coof.
My hands on that button. Pause.
Iceberg over here like this.
Sounds like one of them Liam Whitfield
Damn
situations is what it sounds like to me.
Fact.
You know, put a put an 8 ball in a sock and
Man.
you know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like to me, man, because she recanted that too quick. It was almost like the same day that it was recanted.
Fact.
So, but is this like a bag dropper? It depends on like what unfolds, like as far as like how much evidence starts trickling. But Jonathan Majors is, I mean, he's like the hot actor right now.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see this putting too much of a dent in his wallet. I mean, it's going to raise questions, of course, by certain sectors of you know, certain groups. It'll raise some red flags. But as far as him being able to continue to secure the bag, I don't really see that being a problem, man. I mean, I think what he has on his side right now, Shorty's already recanted the story. Power 700 already basically said, which we already know, he called the cops.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And they arrested him.
He put the report in because they looked at Shorty's neck and, you know what I'm saying, and dome area. But again, man, I don't see this really being too much of a heavy impact on Jonathan Majors.
Mama
Just
Bear says
depending,
on camera.
again, with a qualifier there, as long as there's no like just damning evidence against this man moving forward. But right now, I think the law will be on his side. Bebo P.
Everything was
Devon in the
all
building, though.
good. Shout out to Devon. But yeah,
man.
everything was
Salute
all
you, bro.
good and on the up and up career wise, and even with 2 movies that he is in, you know, per the date of this recording, you know, Creed 2 and Ant-Man, Quantumania, two movies that are currently just in the theaters at the same time, back to back for Jonathan Majors as of late, until he was recently targeted for an attempted takedown against him for his Negro wake-up call.
Damn.
And early, before he gained more notoriety than what he just is starting to gain. Even if Jonathan's girl,
It did though, Powers.
girl,
Facts.
even if she never initially made this accusation, whether or not that was the case, or look, something of this nature was still highly likely going to happen to him, given
Facts.
who he was involved with here.
Facts.
Now he sees, I think now that he sees that, you know, taking certain cover pictures for Ebony magazine last month in February.
Man, you went there.
Or
Hold on. You
that ain't
hold
gonna
on.
safeguard him.
Yeah, he needs
Hold
it.
on, man. It's time, man.
Yeah, he needs
Hot
it.
tub and bull.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, if if he thought that something like that was going to kind of safeguard him and ingratiate him, safely within, the fray. I think he's seeing now that that's not the case is all I'm, getting at here. He's also seeing that he doesn't get the same treatment as a Ezra Miller, a Dana White, Ed Buck, Robert Durst, Roman Polanski, and countless.
Well, I don't know though,
other
BOP, because Ezra, they are trying to blackball that man.
Facts.
He's not yet though.
I mean, he got the Flash joint coming, but they basically said this was only because it was like 90%. They couldn't just make a new Flash because it was basically done. So they were forced to put that out.
Right.
But he's pretty much blackballed though.
Even if that's the case, how many chances did Ezra get?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. I was just saying Ezra is probably like the bottom. But I do agree that the treatment still your point still stands. I was just more so saying that Ezra still has been pulled. Now he hasn't been pulled yet per se, but we'll see.
Yeah,
But
I got you.
you still name some other cats though that still got away with some ish.
Fact.
With some ish. No, so
Oh, no doubt. And I understand the movie component. It's just too costly to just cancel a highly anticipated, arguably critically acclaimed movie that's about to drop in the Flash. So I get that side of it too. But yeah, as far as
Bebo, this is the thing.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it scary that you can be with your girl and she can say you did something, you call the cops?
You know what's even scarier?
And you go to jail?
You know what can even be scarier than that?
You know what's scarier? JayZ Snitchington. Let me tell you why we got him, cuz. First of all, he was in New York. We got to get him. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the other thing too is she basically went crazy on him, right? But she found out, pull out the money, Bebo. He ain't got no money.
Don't drop that money, Bebo.
and that's why she recanted.
So he only got $500,000 for the Creed joint. He only got about 50 or 40 for them other boys. He ain't got no bread.
But that's why she recanted.
But then, hey, you know how we do in New York? We got to lock you up, son. So again, the warning is be careful out there, be careful. Because again, you call 911, you could be in the slammer.
Hey, I'll tell you something.
This is more so an L on his choice of Shorty. Because he didn't
say
do
that
his
again,
homework.
brother. Say that again.
Hold on.
Say that again, brother.
This is the L on the choice of Shorty. He didn't do his homework.
Come on.
Because
You said he walking around like this.
Exactly. Iceberg laid it out beautifully. He thought he won and ended up catching the E Honda real quick. But she recanted. She seen that bank account and it was like, oh, let me go ahead and recant this one good time.
I guess he didn't take notes from Michael Irvin.
He didn't do anything.
He didn't take notes from Michael Irvin, who didn't get arrested. Who, I mean, you guys.
Say that one more time, Bebo P.
For the people in the back of someone who did not get arrested, he also did not take notes from the recent situation that Michael Irvin went through and is still suffering from, even though video footage proves him to have not done anything wrong. Shout out to Nate Parker as well. Oops, guess I wasn't supposed to go there.
Hey, man said it, Doc.
Right, run inward. No,
run inward.
No, not with that robot. not doing the robot though, Doc.
You gotta hit that dorsal flex.
You gotta hit that dorsal.
You gotta have the dorsal.
But we here at Fresh Out, we always warn about this stuff. Mostly when we talked about Trigger Trey and or Chris Brown. When you're highly successful, you're bound to have a target on your back, and you got to be careful about. you gotta be careful about who you ingratiate yourself with, as J Camp said.
Devon saying that he said he recently won a Title IX case. First of all,
everybody in the chat,
Devon,
put down some praying hands for Devon, man. Put some praying hands in there, man. That's what we talking about right there.
Hey,
won that joint, man.
Win, dog.
Yeah,
salute to the win, man.
With an impending lawsuit dealing with a crazy one. So again, fellas and ladies, be careful, man. Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like the law can twist on you, man. So that's just a warning, man. As everybody's coming in, man. Queen Anna's in
Queen
here.
Anna
was good.
What up, ma'am?
Welcome
What's
out.
good?
Family. That's family right there. Salute.
Yeah.
Speaking of family,
fam.
We gotta talk about my girlfriend.
Never that GloRilla.
All I hear is the SpongeBob. All I hear is the SpongeBob SquarePants song.
SpongeBob GloRilla pants.
Instead of SpongeBob SquarePants, all I hear is iceberg girlfriend.
GloRilla with the 8 joint.
Girlfriend.
With the A boy. A-Team GloRilla.
Oh man.
Hey man.
With the A.
Salute to my girlfriend, GloRilla. If you don't know, man, you don't follow her IG like I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a look at how beautiful she is. Shout out to Memphis.
And her inbox for icebergs. Checking out her inbox.
Now, she's basically got to deal with Tommy because Tommy's trying to get that black dollar, pull it out, Bebo P.
Pause on the pull it out.
Shoot,
yeah,
man,
we got
trying to come back. Pause. Yeah. I ain't done with y'all. But Aaliyah. GloRilla's basically, man, in the news, man. Tommy Hilfinger's trying to basically plug her in to try to get some thotty yaddy yaddies to go cop some Tommy. We remember Aaliyah doing this, and Aaliyah did it kind of classy with it. What in the chat? What y'all thinking, man? Did GloRilla rock it right? J Camp, real quick, what's your thoughts on them trying to plug in Aaliyah? GloRilla to now push this Tommy, and this is a Koofy situation.
I mean, GloRilla got swag, man. I mean, I ain't hating on GloRilla.
Shout out Glo. Shout out Memphis too.
She's rocking the gear like, you know, that's swag. But Antoine said it, baby girl did it better. There ain't gonna be no duplicate.
Nope.
A baby girl. This is the chat bot. This is the chat GPT version of baby girls. What this is.
Dollar store general.
You know what I'm saying? Exact Family Dollar joint. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
And the wish version of Aaliyah.
Right.
Offer up. Yeah, y'all are the worst.
That TJ Maxx joint.
Alibaba swag.
The Marshall. But anyhow, yeah, man. This Aaliyah had that soul, and this is you not fooling nobody, Tommy. Like trying to fool in GloRilla for this. And salute to GloRilla. I'm glad like that she should accept the bag. Because I mean they trying hard because Tommy has been suffering with our delegation for decades.
When we found out he was
exactly.
You know
we find out that he was saying N-word all over the place, like old Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Bebo P.
Yep.
So you know.
So they just basically tapping her in to basically can sell some clothing. They're saying,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
This is bait. This is bait. They put her on a hook and threw her out there like she's a wax worm. You know, casted her right out there, hoping somebody would take the bait.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, man, salute Devon, man, for holding it down on the cases, man.
Salute, man.
Bebo, man, what you think about my girlfriend, man? Is she rocking the joints right, man? Is this just a way to cop some money for the springtime, man? Because they know black girls are going to cop it because GloRilla now is an influencer more than a rapper.
Well, first off, I can respect GloRilla for drawing inspiration from Aaliyah's style of apparel, you know, because I mean, it would appear that Glo admires the late great R&B singer to some degree. Darren Harris says she don't need nothing to cover up them. Stop.
Darren Harris came in with that bomb, like give him the AK. Iceberg, because you came in with that. Like,
God dang.
Anyway, it is sad at the same time to know that Big Glow is either absent-minded of the infamous email from the company founder, Tommy Hilfiger, that y'all were talking about, showcasing his art racism.
a check
or maybe she just doesn't care and she does know. Who knows? But either way, you guys said it best. It's just it's like a rebranding of sorts in order for GloRilla to ingratiate herself, or well, not GloRilla, but Tommy Hilfiger or Tommy Jeans in this case, to ingratiate themselves back with the black consumer base. And I also think that
Carmen.
Tommy must be confident in GloRilla as well, because currently we all know that there's this legal lawsuit that's going on from the recent Rochester show that her and Finesse 2 Times performed in, and there was 3 unfortunate casualties. So they must be, I'm sure they're aware of it, because they got
this
like
thing. They don't care about that. That makes her hot in the streets.
Exactly,
man. You got
my
a case,
point.
man. Who cares? This is the thing, though. This is her first crossover situation. Ever since she's been doing her thing, she's been based on some hood bull. You know what I'm saying? It's her first time getting in that hot tub. Maybe having something going in. Stop it. This is the thing, though. Is this the new situation where, like, hey, you take somebody ghetto, put them in something, you know, kind of I mean, they've been doing it with the male rappers, with Pusha T, with that dog puppy purse that he had. Is this a situation where basically, man, they're trying to push her to the next level, get her over there and sell some real products? Because again, they're assets. They're not really rappers. They're there to sell product. You know what I'm saying? So what's your last thoughts on my girlfriend, man, GloRilla?
No, this is definitely a wave. I mean, we've seen it with McDonald's. I mean, they put Cardi B and Offset out there, man. I mean, we know, like, they're going to use the culture to sell. I mean, it is what it is, because they know hip hop is part of that new money. You know what I'm saying? So anything they can do to grab these new generations, they're going to do that. They're going to do that to sell a product, man. Like, these companies are just some powerful marketing entities. And to me, it's smart for Tommy Hilfiger to use GloRilla.
Facts.
Extremely smart for him to do that. Because not to say that she looked like Aaliyah at all, but you know they're going to try to make her look like Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to make her look like Baby Girl in that Tommy gear.
And also, too, the moms are so young, they say, when I was a little thot, I was wearing that, and I'm going to get it for my daughter.
He said, when I was a little thot.
What's your last thoughts on this, man?
It's Tisha Turner.
I think, stop. No, I think J Camp said everything very well. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to add to that. I think he's 1,000% correct.
C-Bro was good, man.
DS, shout out.
He's saying that Kanye was rap's first billionaire, not JayZ. Ooh. Coming in with the facts. Salute, man.
Yep.
Appreciate that. But again, we're going to talk about that later on, man. We're going to talk about that. I'm literally just putting what Forbes put on their stuff, so it's not us saying it. This is how JayZ wants to change the history. So, long story short, book of the week real quick, man. Bebo P.
Book of the week is titled Networking in the Music Business by Dan Kimpel. Shout out to Doughboy of Doe Networks for letting it be known. Yeah, shout out to Doughboy for letting this book be known. That his homie long ago put him on too many years back when Doughboy was learning the ropes of his role as his homie's A&R for his homie's label at the time.
Stop, DJ Scandalous.
And this book was originally written in 1993. So this read has been around for a while, as you could tell. The author of this book proclaims that it really serves as a blueprint of sorts for learning people skills on how to successfully network with and to who the who's who in the music industry. And we're not just talking about just people skills just with anybody or anyone in this book. The author, Dan, he's learned how this works from the who's who, once again, by way of Quincy Jones, Randy Newman, Joni Mitchell, and just countless other music legends in music history throughout Dan's 20 plus years of experiences on personal achievement by way of networking. And not only himself, of course, but the aforementioned examples, as well as, again, many other legendary artists, or at least notable ones in the industry. So if you're looking to gain some connectivity skills, this book certainly worked for Doe Networks, and it could work for you or somebody that you know who is a musician and an aspiring musician, whether you're a rapper or a producer, a composer, I mean, fill in the blank. Again, definitely check this book out on Amazon. This is currently $4.95 for the hardcover, and it ranges anywhere from $6.96 to $24.95 for the paperback version, depending on whether or not
you go big with the hard copy, man. Hey,
yeah,
go big.
Yeah. Those are the first edition prices. The second edition of this book is $5.98 on paperback only. But again, check this out. Shout out to Dan Kimpel for this book, Networking in the Music Industry, or in the music business, and shout out to Doe Networks for the recommendation.
Doe Networks presents what's goody, man.
If
y'all didn't see that interview, go check that out, man. J Camp BOP did a great job with the interview. Crazy classic.
You did too, bro.
Hey, hey man, just asking the questions, man. You know what I'm saying? But he was just a great guest, man. The dude is like just regal. He's just a regal, just dope dude, man. And anybody can look at his life, man, and just shoot for the stars, man, because he did it, man. But BOP, this is a great book.
Great book.
First of all, why do we put Lyor Cohen in that picture, though? If y'all don't know who that is, man, that's the dude who changed the music industry, man, in my opinion, man. Crazy.
J Camp had to take a sip on that one.
Yeah, man.
Had to, man.
Speaking of sips.
We got not a simp. Sip.
The bars of the week, man.
Bars of the week. Iceberg.
Yes, sir.
We got to go out east. Ooh. We got to go out east on them, man. I feel like we in the east a lot.
To the east, my brother. To the east.
I feel like we in the east a lot, man. But I got to go with I feel like he's an underground general, really. A savant almost. But that knowledge to pirate is one of them dudes, man, that's been around for a long time. He's actually been around since the 90s, man. People may not even truly realize that. I mean, I want to say he was he was discovered by like Will Smith's bodyguard, man. Like who gets discovered by Will Smith's bodyguard? It was introduced to like Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah introduced him to Jimmy. He signed a deal with Interscope. Then he ended up linking up with Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley taught him the game. You know what I'm saying? Then him and Rock Marciano became best friends. And that's kind of like how it really took off from there, man. He's been like Rock's right-hand man. Really, since he blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since Rock became the Rock Marcy that we know, Knowledge the Pirate has been there with him, like step for step.
Yes, sir.
He's been involved in all that, but he's got a little project out called 5 Pounds of Pressure. It's a problem, man. This is exclusively produced for the most part by Element. Element is one of he's one of my favorite like underground producers too. He didn't make me and Bebo P's like top producer list, but he's one to watch for though. And the production on here is crazy, man. You can tell like when you hear Knowledge rap that him and Rock are, I mean, you can tell they like this, man. You can tell them dudes is like two peas in a pod, man. Like the swag rap, just the flexing. I mean, this project, it has it for you. It's all that, man. The production is dope, man. It's an easy listen. I even think it might have enough tracks for DJ Scandalous to approve it as
It
like
had
an actual
first of all,
project.
it's DJ Scandalous approved. It has 13 tracks.
13
Come on,
tracks, man. And speaking of Doe Networks, man, salute to his peoples.
Salute.
TF is on the album.
Salute.
Rock Marcy, of course, is on
Come
this
on.
joint. And solid album, man. Like I said, Knowledge the Pirate, man. He's been around for a long time. He's just one of them dudes that's been around. Actually, just like Rock Marcy too. Just been around for a long time, man. People just really starting to kind of know who he is. But he's had multiple deals like since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand. Signed to Interscope. Teddy Riley was effing with him. How many cats you know who just F with Teddy Riley like that? On that Rex and Effects swag. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't too many doing that, man. But I definitely want to give some flowers, man, and a salute.
Absolutely.
The Pirate, man. He's been a staple, man. He's been a staple.
He definitely is doing his thing. I know we talked about him a couple months ago on that Sadat X on that bonus track, Burning Sands.
Burning Sands.
Yeah. And now to go just a few months later to this project, I'm looking forward to hearing 5 Pounds of Pressure, J Camp. So great recommendation.
Man.
And also salute to Darren Harris.
Come on.
Salute to Darren Harris, man.
For being tonight's sponsor of Fresh Shout, the world's most dangerous podcast. Darren Harris said he knows knowledge from Virginia Beach. Knowledge is dope. Just wanted to share that. Yeah, salute to Virginia. But Darren said he just wanted to share that DJ Premier got some of the best hip hop stories on his YouTube channel.
I need to check
everyone,
that out, bro.
Everyone should check him out sometime. Absolutely.
I need to check it out, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Darren Harris, man. Like
Virginia does actually have some dope stories, man. The story he did on The Wick, man, how it was made, the song with Greg Nice, a Greg NCE, Jonathan and Bait Soap.
Dope.
And Smooth, come on, man. It was dope, man. So
I do want to make sure that I salute Virginia Beach and them surrounding areas like Norfolk, Portsmouth. You talking about people like AI, Mike Vick, Timberland, Missy, Timberland, Magoo, Pusha T, No Malice, Pharrell. I mean, Mad Skills.
Come on, man.
Like they got some talent, man, out that area.
Knowledge the Pirate, right?
I mean, I hate to say it, but ain't Chris Breezy? I want to say Chris Breezy from there too, man. So, you know, just flowers to Virginia Beach, man. They continue to pump talent.
Facts.
And I know Pusha T's always repping Virginia Beach hard. So
always. Salute to Virginia. And salute to Knowledge the
Beach.
Pirate. Salute to J Camp for that recommendation of Bars of the Week. And salute to what you got in that glass, brother.
Yeah, man. Got a
little
bit of
yak. Bourbon, not yak, not yak.
Yak, okay.
You know.
That's when you
boy, man.
That's when you got an extra few dollars. That's when you got an extra few dollars in your account. You pronounce it differently. Not bourbon.
You gotta have the money clip for for that yak.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Darren Harris, man, hold it down, man. Show sponsor tonight, man.
Appreciate you as always.
Scars in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey man, that picture's off the chain, Scar.
Yeah, you got the carry boy, when she was leaving when she was in the gym and boy, you know what I'm saying? Man. Darren also said Knots and Bink.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Pyre saying that Primo Jazzy J interview too was cool. Facts, man. Facts. Hey man, speaking of legendary cats, man, we gotta talk about our guys, man. Come on, man. Man. You gotta salute these dudes, man.
You already know they get a hard salute.
The cat, man. Come on, man. Griselda, man. Westside Gun. Come on, man. A Conway, one of Doe Network's dudes too, and Benny the Butcher, man. This is the thing, man. They've been killing the game, man, for the last
since like 2015, really.
Yeah, 2015.
Somewhere around about there. Yeah.
But the whole thing, man, is like they're not basically getting they're not always getting the attention that they normally should get, man. The credit they should get, man, for the actual, for basically bringing a lot of hip hop back, a lot of the bars back, man. So Benny, of course, said that in the last interview. Do you agree with him, Jay Camp? Does Benny and Griselda actually deserve more credit for the influence they put on hip hop?
They do, because think of the cats that they featured on their albums, like dudes that we grew up listening to.
Right.
Your Rage, your Ghosts, your Method Mans. And they're inspiring them to keep their pen sharp. Like many of those cats have said that. Raekwon was on one of the interludes on one of the Griselda projects. He was basically saying that, like, they bringing like New York hip hop back. And it was like kind of at the right time when they like really slipped in there, because of like where the trajectory of where hip hop was going. So I definitely feel, man, these dudes deserve flowers and more, man, because there was a void of what we typically was looking for in hip hop. You know, with the 90s style, raw, rugged, just grimy beats, you know, the stuff that we loved Mobb Deep for back in the day, the stuff that we loved Capone and Nori for back in the day. You know, the Pharoah Monches, the Most Defs, all these dudes have saluted these cats, man, for just bringing it back to the essence, you know, regardless if you're not feeling like some of the content of what they're talking about, because a lot of it is street, but the fact that they really hammered on the boom bap era is what really kind of set it off, because you seen like a lot of cats that we grew up listening to was trying to turn to the South for production. And nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
But we seen like Fab and even Jada at times, you know what I'm saying, hopping on, like, I ain't saying like they're hopping on Metro Boomin type tracks, not to diss Metro Boomin, but they went away from their essence, the blueprint, what got them there. So I definitely feel like, man, we have to give Griselda their flowers, man, for just carrying hip hop for a little bit. I mean, they just did.
They did. And
they were so anti-commercial and yet just had such a groundswell of followers, similar to how like Currency has done it through the underground network. Because you don't really have to be signed to a label, man, to really just destroy the game. You don't.
We say that all the time on Fresh Out here.
I agree.
They proved that tenfold, man, and got with like dope producers. They was with it. Alchemist got hungry off them. Think about all the producers that got hungry off their backs, off their bars.
Jay Camp
they put so many producers on that we are listening to now, because they brought boom bap completely back, man. They did.
That boy preaching that.
They did, man. I'm gonna let Bebo P go in though, but
wow.
One more for Jay Camp. Hold up.
Makes me happy to say that. You know, because that's what, you know, when
pass that collection plate,
going back and forth, freestyling back in the dorm room. We was on the boom bap. We was rapping to the woo stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah. All day, man. I agree with you, Jay Camp, and I think that Benny the Butcher is absolutely correct, you know, in that Griselda absolutely deserves more credit for their influence in the hip-hop industry.
Absolutely.
You haven't had a movement like a Griselda since like your...
That's a big word, movement,
movement since like your Diplomats, D-Blocks.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to go back there.
Yeah, you kind of got to go back around about that frame. Not sure who exactly the last one was, but you kind of
maybe Rockefeller, maybe like the Freeway and all that.
Yep. You have to go. I mean, somewhere in that mix, like Jay Camp said, there was a void until Griselda stepped in to fill it. We haven't seen such a movement of this nature for quite some time, to where it was very refreshing. It still is to hear it. And arguably not since 1993's emergence of the Wu-Tang Clan have we seen a movement become such with the underground street hip hop approach in order to be that. Now, obviously your platforms such as Fresh Outs and other platforms like ours, you know, give Griselda their just due, along with you guys, the audience, you know, that helps to fuel that, you know, giving the flower giving of sorts. And speaking of which, shout out to De La Soul. I saw that there was an article recently, and rest in peace.
They gave flowers too.
They just gave flowers to Griselda for bringing hip hop back to New York. So salute to De La, and rest in peace to Trugoy. But obviously, like, and I want to say it was Conway the Machine, was it not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago, that was saying that, you know, Hot 97 or one of those radio stations wasn't playing their music. Was it Conway?
Yeah, it was Conway. Flunk got into it.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because we had talked about that. But point being, most mainstream radio stations, they're not gonna play a Griselda or, you know, most other independent hip hop artists, because as well as like your BETs, MTVs, Revolt TVs and such, because the music industry machine is really trying to drive the music industry consumer base in a whole nother direction, and maybe have some spotted. Yeah, and maybe have some twos and fews in there from the hip hop fray, but they're not trying to see hip hop make a resounding presence within the consumer base. But nonetheless, we're glad that Griselda has been blazing the hip hop circuit with, you know, album and mixtape after album and mixtape, and salute to Griselda for what they have done and continue to do, and also salute to Buffalo, New York. Y'all
upstate.
Period,
man, just upstate.
Upstate New York.
Just killing it, man. I just add one more thing.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got the preacher rag.
Just from them doing what they doing, it's influenced so many other independent artists. Like, look at the other artists that's been birthed from that movement. Doe Networks pretty much talked about it, man. The cats he's messing with, Jay Worthy, TF, they was birthed. Really, not to say that they wasn't rapping when Griselda was doing their thing, they was, but they was able to showcase their talent because people was starving for that. That's why I was saying when they filled that void, people was starving for the boom bap. To Madness' point, yes, I agree. Not everybody wants to hear street shit, but people want to hear that boom bap though. That's the thing, because that was what the essence of hip hop is kind of really built on, the backs of boom bap, that whole like unquantized, you know, J Dilla type of the bass lines, the samples, like all that stuff. Obviously, them dudes grew up on it too, and that's what kind of like, you know, made them the MCs that they are. So I'm just glad that they did it, man, because they are influencing other independent artists to keep the movement going. That's why it's heavy. That's why it's big, not because of them per se as artists, but forcing their way into the game and forcing people to listen to it and forcing people to recognize it. It's heavy, man. I mean, I'm proud of them dudes, man.
Plus two,
man.
They
need to get the award for that.
They're giving that Wu-Tang vibe, you know what I'm saying? They're clicking up, man, you know what I'm saying? Go to the West Coast. And let's be clear, we talked about CEOs. You gotta salute Westside Gunn. He's been managing so many cats, man, doing his thing.
He can't miss right now.
Come on, man. He's 10 for 10. Let's be clear.
Art,
I mean, come on, man.
All that, man. The Buffalo Kids, like all that stuff that he's doing, even outside of rap, man.
I mean, he put Imani Caesar in the right situation to get the bag. Let's stop
to get the what? Iceberg, to get that what?
That bag, come on. Yeah, hey, pray for Paris, man. Still my joint.
Still,
Antoine.
Yes,
they dropping classes, man. Let's be clear, man. They dropping classes over there. So salute to the whole team, man, over there doing their thing.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. You gotta salute them. But also another salute, man. We gotta salute our guy, Madlib, man. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
Madlib.
Salute the liberation.
Let's be clear, man. He was just on our guy Sway, man, in the morning, because he don't got the answers, but fresh out though.
Salute to Sway.
Head rap.
All right.
But salute to Sway, man. But Madlib was on there basically talking about he's basically finishing up that Mac Miller album, man. Check this out real quick.
Tribe Called Quest
Yeah, documentary.
documentary too,
The
right?
Music for that, yeah.
That's right.
Right now, I'm finishing up the Mac Miller album,
This nigga Madlib's the freshest dude out.
Planet Asia album, Erykah Badu album,
Put that Tecumseh joint on.
different stuff.
Yeah. The Mac, is that the same from the project that was mentioned years ago after he passed that was never released?
Yes, sir.
So you finishing that project?
Yes, sir.
So the estate is down now.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man, we got to get up on Mac Miller because Mac Miller's featured on Liberation too.
That's right.
Fair use.
Nigga.
Stop it.
What's your well, hey, first of all, salute to the chat. Chat, what y'all thinking, man? Is this gonna be a dope album, man? Bebo PJ Camp, what you thinking, man? Because again, R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. You know, he was taken from us, man, early.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be a dope situation? Bebo P and J Camp go in.
It definitely can be, especially if the features are right. It can be dope. I mean, one thing I will give like Mac Miller credit for is he was a fan of like that lane of music.
Yeah.
So he kind of really reached out to like the Madlibs, the Alchemists of the world, because he loved that style of rap. I should say he loved that style of production. So I think this has an opportunity to be good, but this is going to have to be feature heavy, in my opinion, to be. If we talking about like being one of those albums where we are kind of anticipating, this is going to have to be feature heavy. That's just my personal opinion, but
Okay.
Bebo P.
Prior to Mac Miller's passing in, I believe it was like September of 2018. Mac Miller, he artistically, well, let me start saying this. I haven't heard a whole groundswell of his music, but just the twos and few songs that I've heard, he's decent, right? And he kind of reminds me of a Macklemore type, emphasis on type of artist, and that, you know, they both kind of have their moments of delivering an alternative hip hop kind of style that exudes more kind of a widespread commercial and mainstream appeal in some cases, or most cases, not in all, but and then, you know, of course, he has his kind of like singy songy type joints as well. And because of that multifaceted aspect of a Mac Miller, we see that he's got like, I think I counted like 4 gold albums and 1 platinum one. So fast forward to this, we have obviously Madlib doing the production for this posthumous album by Mac Miller, which this producer's never worked with Mac Miller to my knowledge ever. So I think as long as Mac Miller delivers or has verses delivered in the vein of like, say, Best Day Ever and that joint that had Action Bronson on it, what was that called? Red Dot Music. And I think the Alchemist produced that at that time.
Salute to Madman. He's way better than Macklemore. It's like, it's not even close, bro.
This ain't even no green bean casserole type swag.
It's not even close. Like Mac Miller's all right, bro. Like he really is.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't saying that to slight, you know. I was just trying to make
I got you.
No, we talking about Madden basically said he's way better than Macklemore when it comes to this hip hop ish. Macklemore comes off as bland culture. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys have heard more than me on that. No, it's all good. And shout out to Madden. Long story short, I think as long as Mac Miller just gives us verses like how he did on those 2 example joints that I mentioned, and obviously you already know that Madlib's going to come with it production wise, then I think you're going to have a solid project.
Fact.
With it, and then couple that with the fact that
we got to get them features though.
Yeah,
we got to get them features on.
Well, let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this.
Hold on, before you go in though. Okay. Scandalous. First of all, Scandalous is in the building.
DJ Scandalous, what's good with you, man? What's happening?
He's saying release the music before it leaks. The more time you waste, the less valuable it gets.
Hey, 1000%. 1000%.
What you thinking, B-Bo?
No, I was just gonna ask. Shout out to DJ Scandalous because I think you're definitely on something with that. So appreciate that contribution as always, man. J Camp, do you, with you saying that this project has to have features. Are you saying that because the features need to help carry a Mac Miller album along with Madlib production? Or
yes,
okay,
that's where I'm going with it, because I don't want to hear 100% Mac Miller album with no features over Madlib production.
okay.
I gotta give like I need a Mos, a Talib, you know what I'm saying, like a Pharaoh Monch. Like I need some dudes on here to be able to help bring that. And really, because this blesses Mac Miller, I feel like this should be a flowers to Mac Miller moment. Because I mean, like I'm saying, like Mac Miller is a solid artist. He's a good artist. He really is. He's had some
J.
great
Camp Carmen saying, who would you want to see as a feature?
That's what I was saying. Like, I need a Mos, a Talib on there, a Black Thought. I need even a Pharaoh. If I can get a Pharaoh verse on there, maybe like a Styles P, some Currency on there. Like, I mean, if I could A&R this,
they trying to go get the budget.
you know what I'm saying? If I could A&R this joint, if I had the bread from the estate,
you had the what, brother?
God, bro.
You had the you had
if I had the cheese.
Hey, hold on, man.
J Camp would be like this right here.
Exactly.
Wait, with
I'm
the preach
like,
rag on the bill like this.
I'm like Styles P.
You're the worst
I need you.
Reverend do wrong.
Like, I need you on here to live. I need you. I mean, because you know, man. I mean,
yeah,
Mac Miller can give you 16.
He can
absolutely,
give you 16. And he can sing too on the hooks.
But do we want to hear 15, 14 tracks of Mac Miller only on Madlib? I personally don't. And I don't think I think it's respectful to Mac Miller to make sure his last, well, I don't want to say last body of work, but his body of work, the you know, post death is one that is gonna be nice.
Antoine 1486 has another question. I think
he did though. He worked with a lot of them guys before he passed. He did.
Facts. Yeah.
He worked with a lot of them cats before he passed. He was respected, man. Like,
he was
that's
respected.
Why I said
he was
those type of guys, like even a Sadat X. I mean, this could be like one of those hip hop moments where we put an album out, man, and it's like it's a salute to Mac Miller and a salute to hip hop.
It would be real nice. It would be real nice, like you said, on the 50th year of hip hop, that this upcoming Mac Miller album got similar treatment as Five Dogs Forever album got. Similar.
Okay. Gotcha.
Similar. Of course, we're talking about two different, you know, situations entirely, but still, that would be nice. DJ Scanless says it comes down to whether or not all these songs were finished for a full album. If not, then it could easily extend the catalog with a couple of guest verses from the 1 or 2 verse Mac Miller tracks.
And that's kind of my point, Scandalous. Like, if we can get like one verse from Mac Miller, then we can get more Mac Miller albums too.
Facts. Yeah.
We can get more Mac Miller projects.
Spread those
we
verses
can get
out,
more
you know what I'm saying?
producers working on Mac Miller projects. Spread them out.
Yeah. Real quick,
why not?
I want to give him Mac Miller his flowers on something you said several minutes back, and that Mac Miller came up on hip hop because that Best Day Ever video, I do remember it being footage of him as a kid, and in the beginning he was rapping the verses to Rapper's Delight.
He grew up.
So so I do want to give you your flowers for that, J Camp, and that nod of, you know, him, you know, understanding the foundation of, you know, what hip hop is to some degree. So rest in peace to Mac Miller. We're definitely looking forward to what's to come from him and Madlib production. Power 7 Hundo said Mac was one of K Slay's, rest in peace, last 2003 albums. He sure was, wasn't he?
Mac was he was featured on a lot of albums.
He was. I forgot the name of the song too.
I think like underground cats like really recognize other underground cats who's putting in that work. Mac Miller really did put in that. Like
he put in a lot of work
during the Dat Piff
that.
era. Mac Miller, he had mad projects on there.
Ooh, you just wiped off some dust of some of the minds out here, Jay Camp, when you mentioned Dat Piff.
Hey, you know that's where I grabbed my last bootleg joint at. Off of that Dat Piff.
Cheers.
Salute to Bebo P and Son One. One good time. But yeah, man, you know, that Dat Piff era, man. I mean, Mac Miller was a part of that.
Facts.
He was.
Okay.
Speaking of an era ending.
Oh. Salute to Beyonce for that pick too.
Hey man, salute to Beyonce, man. The Beehive, we don't want no smoke.
Salute to Beyonce.
Salute to Beyonce in the
that
building.
pick is loud and proud though. We salute you though.
Yeah, salute. We salute. You got the going on. You know what I'm saying? The question though is, man, this is why you come to Fresh Out, man. We talked about this stuff like 3 weeks ago, man. Stop the cap. So hold up.
Stop the cap.
So we talked about, man, these numbers are going down, 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 down. And then we told you this
Shout
was
out
going
to
to come
Joe Claire.
to an end, Doc. Yeah, come on. Salute to Joe Claire, man. But we told you this was going to come to an end, man. The gone, nigga.
Wow.
So the press release that I received in my email said they mutually parted ways.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Do y'all think it was mutual, or do you think they said, man, stop burning that money like Usher, man, and that big chick on stage?
Stop it.
Gosh.
That big girl was over there straight burning.
How you doing?
Trying to give Usher the Bunsen burner.
That pot roast?
Yeah, I mean,
So much pot roast.
Iceberg, this is all because she didn't sell. Like, let's be clear. This is probably the first time in Beyonce's career where there's really been an L with her name being on something.
Oh, here comes the Beehive.
Let's get
coming
it.
after Jay Camp.
Let's get it.
Dang.
They're coming after you, bro.
This was an L for Beyonce. Wasn't nobody checking for that Bay gear at all.
Carmen
If you
said she
know
don't even wear the
somebody-
clothes.
Facts. Carmen, if you know somebody who was checking for Beyonce's Adidas gear, please post it in the chat. You ain't got a name drop that individual, but just say, yeah, I know somebody who's over here rocking Beyonce gear from Adidas.
And it looked like Popeye's gear. It had the Popeye's colors and boots.
Yeah, it's crickets. Like, ain't nobody looking for that. There's a reason why they trying to give Beyonce the Hadouken and get Kanye back. There's a reason.
Full of them tonight.
Put the coofs in the chat.
Jay Camp got two tinfoil koofies and one subject right now. Go ahead, brother.
I'm
for a
just
record
saying.
label.
You got the preacher rag?
We're going for a record,
Well,
People complained they couldn't get them Yeezys.
I'm
trying to get some
People
too. I need
said-
the black one.
Get them GOTDAMN Beyonce issues
Dang, Jay Camp.
out the store.
No.
He's on fire.
They said that. And like Mama Bear said too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got any hips on you, you can't rock her gear.
Ooh.
So I mean, it was not. It was really pushed towards a certain segment of females, which is another L. You can't do that if you're gonna sell like gear. Period. That'd have been like if you get like for men, if you got over a 36-inch waist, you can't cop these jeans. Man, you gonna like it's so Americans are just big bone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sell no gear to anybody if you got over a 36-inch waist if you're a male.
Jay Camp just
You know
caught
what
a
I'm
whiff of that flame right here. That flame next to insert Jack Nicholson Joker.
the face
Now,
on the
Scandalous,
$100 bill.
you truly own the coup.
Scandalous is the king of the koofy. Nah,
He
come on.
truly owns the coup.
He's the king
Nah,
of the
tonight,
koofy.
brother.
Man.
DJ Scandalous is right though. Tonight you own that.
Yeah,
Both
you on the koofy
koofies.
tonight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
Go
got him
ahead,
hanging
though,
like
Bebo
this.
P.
You got him like Mickey Mouse right here. Them 10, 2,
Hey, man.
10.
I thought you were about to say that Q dog or something.
Nah,
like the way you...
No, you got him like that.
Hey, Darren Harris saying, I think Ho pushed Bay on Adidas. Because remember, she was with Top. Hold on. I got hold on.
Go ahead.
I got a video, cuz. Hold up.
And Adidas are
Fair use, Nick. Oh, shit. Hold up.
You fumbled.
a source close to the situation tells The Hollywood Reporter that the Grammy-winning entrepreneur and the German lifestyle brand have mutually agreed to go their separate ways. In 2018, Beyonce entered a creative partnership with Adidas where she relaunched her Ivy Park activewear line, originally launched with Topshop in 2016.
Topshop.
And also developed new footwear and apparel for the brand. But there have apparently been major creative differences between Ivy Park and Adidas, and Beyonce is excitedly looking to reclaim her brand, chart her own path, and maintain her creative.
Basically, they saying,
Stop the cap.
You left. Like we had to kick you out of here, dude. 300
That's
style.
what I'm saying.
So she just did something with Balmain this week, man, on some other bull. But again, I think where was that Darren Harris? That Hove did push her on Adidas because hey, I got Ye over there, I got my wife over there. Hey, we're gonna get all the money. But he should have did it like RZA did. Put everybody on different joints though. You know what I'm saying? That's how RZA did all the artists, man. Come on. So get all the money. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, what was the market going to be for Beyonce and Adidas? Because they was trying to push a clothing line. That's not where people are checking Adidas out for.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be out there looking like Run DMC with the Adidas jumpsuit on? Like that's not what we asked for. I can see if it's Erykah Badu on Adidas, because she's a DJ. She might have on the Adidas jumpsuit, but Beyonce be having her cheeks out.
Oh, wrong button. Hey man, this thing, this was the colors that she went with. She went with this like Popeyes themed clothing, man. Don't nobody want to wear that, boo.
Facts. Hadouken special. That's what it was.
But again, I salute to Beyonce, man. But Bebo, what's your thoughts with this though, man? Before we get up out this joint,
if some of you guys remember our last reporting on this topic a few months back, most reports won't share this, but allegedly Beyonce was contractually guaranteed $20 million a year from Adidas with the Ivy Park brand, regardless of what the sales do or don't do.
So you saying they had to give her money anyway?
Yep. Mentioned that last time too. Yep. Had to be the bands. And again, as Iceberg played on the video, the reports state that the reason for the amicable split between Beyonce and Adidas, mentioning the reports again, they say creative differences of sorts. Everything always comes down to the dollars. Always comes down to the dollars when it's all said and done. Ivy Park lost out on around about $200 million of sales revenue.
250.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
250. My bad. 250.
Yeah.
They were projecting 250, and they only got 40. The bag
only got
fumbled,
about
bro.
40, and that left the brand about a $93 million decline. So again, cash rules. Cash rules everything around.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Come
Cream,
on,
get the
Come
money.
on, man. Cream.
Dollar
Dollar bill,
bill,
y'all. Come on.
Hey, yeah, but Beyonce tried her Ivy Park brand with Top Shop, I believe it's called.
Salute the Top Shop too, man.
Yeah,
Hadouken special.
Salute the Sock in the building, man. Holding it down, man. What's
Right.
good?
Yeah,
Salute
salute
the
the
Sock, man.
Sock.
That's our guy.
Yeah, that she tried it with Adidas, and we'll see if there's going to be a third time that makes Ivy Park a charm, or if they're going to go a different direction. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what comes about with the next business venture with Beyonce's face or imprint on it.
Well, again, she's doing something with
does.
Balmain. You know, salute to that Balmain. You know, I can't afford it, so I can't pronounce it. But
special.
She's she's got something going on, man. But again, salute to the Beehive, man. Don't go too hard in the paint in the chat, man, because y'all, man, they gave it to us. Pause when we talked about August Alsina.
Oh, they was going in on that one.
Yeah, it was going in on that bull, man. Get out of here. You know that album was trash. Come on now. But speaking of trash. Oh, that's the wrong one. Good.
Hit that like and subscribe button, y'all.
Oh yeah, where we got? We gotta talk about J Camp's favorite rapper, man. 6ix9ine in the building.
Look at Iceberg doing work on his beard.
Nah. And look at that Martin Lawrence in the bottom right hand corner. Nah,
right.
He got the Hayukin. Now, if y'all don't know, man, he got the brakes beat off of him last week.
That Tommy Hearns beat down.
Yeah, he got that Tommy Hearns beat down, that 2-piece with a biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
He did. That Tarver. He caught that Tarver.
That Tarver.
And Antonio Tarver off top.
He got the money Mayweather in his prime, though. But
man,
he was
Zab Judah
after the beatdown.
Zab Judah.
Right.
Well, we know he got whooped, man. So after the beatdown, he went over to Cuba. We got footage real quick, man. Check this out.
Cuba.
Wow.
Nigga like a Keebler Elfin book. Hey, he over there, but also he throwing money too, like Bebo. Hold on, here you go.
Stop the cap.
We didn't talk about this last week because we wanted to kind of sit on it for a minute. We not those kind of guys that just do stuff for numbers, man. We just do we talk hip hop, man. But was the beatdown justified? J Camp.
I mean, to me, the beatdown was coming. It was on deck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 6ix9ine has lived his life as if he's expecting to get paws put on him. So I don't think anybody should be shocked that a paw was laid on him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like a dog scratching to get into the crib. This was the E Honda paw that he got. And I mean, it was coming. I mean, it was, you know, it's probably more on the horizon. It's somebody else waiting on deck. You know what I'm saying? To put them Bolo Young hands. the Kumite hands on it. You know what I'm saying?
Darren Harris is the worst. You're the worst for Kumite.
The Kumite.
You're the worst for that. And Darren Harris is the worst for that. N-word got
Darren
stomped
Harris,
out in Florida and woke up in Cuba.
Darren Harris is the worst for that. They said they put him on a boat and sent him on over.
No, woke up on him like King. They don't play. Hey,
nah, they don't play.
Salute to all my fellas, man. They don't play.
They listen to 3-6 like the rest of us do. You know what I'm saying? They don't play.
They sure don't.
You know, but Bebo P to me, this is one of them things that was coming. Yeah. This was on deck.
Yep. Everything is all grill shine and rainbow trolling until it's realized that for every action in life,
it's real out
consequence. And it's definitely real in the field. There's just certain areas you just got to be careful of. You know, you
didn't know the drill.
Oh yeah. And in 6ix9ine's case, little Skittle troll tale. Man, that'd be the worst for that that Beijing Khaled beard that on him too, right there. But old Skittle Troll, I think old Skittle Troll, he felt kind of really just a mere taste of what that life is about, you know. It's funny too, because you see that. I know Iceberg didn't play it, but he had those black colored J Camp tidy whitey hoochie daddies on.
Stop it.
When he walked out. but no, on the Breakfast Club, it's funny because on a Breakfast Club interview, I remember him saying, "Don't test this gangster, don't test this gangster" a couple times. Remember that, y'all who've seen that? Well,
we've seen it all right.
Well,
we synced it.
Looks like it got looks like it got tested a little bit since yep. Yeah, they say out there, snitches get stitches according to the code of the streets, and this just goes to show that when you operate outside of morale and integrity, and you go to certain areas that operate off of a code, they're going to make sure that that code is enforced in order to not only send that person a message, but a message to anybody else who decides to act like that in their neck of the woods. 6ix9ine learned that in Florida recently. Like Darren said, woke up in Cuba after them J Camp Black Hoochie Daddy shorts. But
the last question I got on this though, man, is we've seen him talk a whole bunch of stuff like J Camp said. He's been on the radio talking stuff for a while, been on the internet trolling cats for a while. Can he ever come back? Just a quick question. Chat, put a 1 in the chat. Can he come back too if it's a wrap for his music career, just in general, especially with the beat, with the beat knots, man, getting put on there. So, J Camp, can he come back? Can he just make some crazy in the club hit and come back, or are we gonna watch it? Are we watching the downfall of 6ix9ine?
We definitely watching the downfall. I mean, I don't know what fanfare he's really going to garner at this point in time, because the type of music that he was making, there's other dudes doing that already. So what void is he filling? We talked about Griselda filling the void. What void is 6ix9ine filling? 6ix9ine is just a number at this point. That's all he is. He's just a stat. He's when Shannon Sharp be Skip. You know 6ix9ine. He was married to the organist at the church. You know what I'm saying? That's basically all that 6ix9ine is. He's a number.
Antoine said it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Facts, Antoine. It's a done deal. It's Ove. Is what it is for him.
Bad Bunny's
base. Oh man. I mean, that might be all he has in the chamber if he has one. When you get your eye dotted.
I don't even think he got the Bad Bunny swag, man. I don't even think he got that.
I don't think so either.
B-Boy, is it a rap, man? Is he on that Just Pearly swag, man?
Yeah, it's kind of looking like a Just Pearly thing swag for not only 6ix9ine, but possibly Gunna as well, and anybody else of that fray. DJ Scandalous said he can star in Leprechaun in the Hood 3.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man, what do you think, Iceberg? What do you think?
Rap,
Does he have a chance?
Come on, man. It's a rap. But hold on.
It's that time again.
Goddamn, Dick Kill. Goddamn. Go put out Sherlock Iceberg Holmes on the ass.
Elementary, my dear Negro J Camp.
Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga.
And Elementary, my dear DJ Scandalous.
I hope you wrote a good review to that Amazon seller that you bought that off from.
This is the thing.
Iceberg like, I don't have to take this.
Typing that review.
Right.
He's coming back.
Tell us
You know why? Trump's coming back. If Trump can come back, so can 6ix9ine, man. I'm trying to tell you, 2024, Kanye, Donald Trump, and 6ix9ine.
I can't see that. Not that threesome. Pause.
Man.
I can't see that threesome.
Nigga J. Kemp, nigga.
Nah, it said
Abraham Home can say it, nigga.
It said Coco Beware off the top rope on 6ix9ine. It's a done deal, bro.
Well, shout out to 6ix9ine, man. You know what I'm saying? You get the breaks beat off.
I ain't shouting them out either.
I ain't shouting them out.
But this is the thing. Hold up, man, everybody. Antoine saying it's hard to hide with all those face tattoos.
Well, here's the thing, Antoine. He's not even trying to hide out here. He's been out and about just by himself out there. Just I know you know, what's that dude's name? Antoine Daniel.
What's going on? Salute.
Michelle Ayers, what's happening?
Salute.
Appreciate you. Welcome. Carmen cracking up too.
Carmen's cracking up. 6ix9ine Gunna. This is the thing, dude.
Look at Carmen over going in. He don't know which one he want to play. The Watson or the Goofy. He said gets a double duplicate.
6ix9ine coming back. All them cats, man. Come on, man. Gunna, man. Ratatouille, he's coming back too.
Not that Rat-a-tat-too.
Well, they both are kind of rat-tattoo.
Yeah, they definitely rats.
They both making
Antoine
Italian
saying,
food.
Yay, Trump, 6ix9ine. Come on, he's saying
right, exactly. Yeah, I can see Yay and Trump.
Ricky
Yay
Bobby.
and Trump, I can see, but 6ix9ine, nah, bro.
Now like Coco, yeah, come on, Coco. You know what I'm saying?
A Coco reference.
Hey, this thing. This is why y'all came here tonight, man. It's why. Besides looking at J. Kemp, BOP.
Stop it.
I talk about Jigga. JayZ. 2.5 billion in the bank account. Pull out the money, Bebo.
Oh,
I got money.
it's all that. It's all that and more.
Hey, this is the thing, man. Jay just sold that nasty Duce, and now this dude is worth $2.5 billion
With a B.
Now, first of all, in Forbes, they try to say he's the first rap billionaire, but our guy, and I think Antoine said that he's actually the third billionaire. Salute.
I could have sworn
it was Dre.
Oh, Ye had more cheese. Didn't Ye have like 3.3 Billy at one point?
Hey man, where Pirate man, get on Google real quick, man, and look up them numbers.
And remember, Dr. Dre didn't hit it at the time. First pause because
stop.
Remember because of that fumble of
the divorce,
letting it. Well, no, the Apple announcement.
Oh yeah, Apple did with Tyrese, man.
Tyrese
over here getting mollywopped by his girlfriend.
Yeah, so
get out of here,
right. Yeah, and because of it, it shortened him like around $200 million.
Fact.
From away from that billionaire status, reportedly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that.
But long story short, I seen it. But is he the most successful rapper of all time? Jay Kemp, BOP in the chat.
Let me step in here for that one.
Go ahead.
Because this is more of a question to you, Iceberg.
Okay.
When you say successful, can you?
That's up to interpretation.
Okay.
It's up to interpretation, man. Like again, if you look at the pictures, man, there's that young Jay over here with the little ho gold chain. And then there's the when he came up, man. You know what I'm saying? When he had the do-rag swag, man. Blueprint 3. You know what I'm saying? This dude came from nothing. Marcy Projects. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. I'm a Nas dude all day. 25% of the reason why I wear the Yankee cap is because of Jay. Let's be clear.
Bang, bang.
Is this dude the most successful rapper of all time? 1 in the chat, no. 2 in the chat, yes. Is he the most successful? Jay Kemp.
I think I look at success differently. Yeah, you can come from the hood and still be successful, but I look at almost like the whole ball of wax. Like there's a macro that I look at. If I'm thinking about like most successful today, outside of bread, like I gotta say Snoop is the most successful rapper, in my opinion, that I can think of today. When you talk about business, icon, like worldwide, global iconic, has JayZ met Mother Teresa and shook her hand? Has he been in Buckingham Palace? He ain't put one in the air in the White House. Snoop is that dude, bro. Like when you talk about somebody just success, from where hip hop has taken him, not to say that JayZ has not rise to heights because of hip hop too, but he was also a half owner of a enterprise. Snoop wasn't. He came up as a like traditional rapper.
Man, it's a fact.
And LL too. You know, you can easily argue LL. But I can't say I wouldn't give JayZ most successful over Snoop. I can't. I would say Snoop might be the most famous rapper of all time, bro.
So you going off of fame, business, is collective, Snoop, that's your guy.
Collective. I'm not even like just putting like money aside. Like when we talking about success, he came up as a legit rapper. Like Jay and Dame always had like a business partnership. Snoop didn't have that. He came up just as a rapper from Long Beach.
Scandalous is green. Scandalous is saying Snoop is a top innovator alive, able to adapt better than anyone and diversify his portfolio.
That's a big fact, bro. That's a big fact.
Bebo P. First of all, chat, do y'all agree with Jay Kemp and Snoop? If not, put in who you think is the most successful in your opinion. Bebo P, what's your thoughts though, man, on this joint? I know JayZ's your favorite guy.
He's not. Thank you for those sounds. But no, he's just not my favorite. But when it comes to what Jay Kemp said, I 100% agree. If we're talking about success from a holistic standpoint, then everything Jay Kemp said is correct. Snoop is the most well-known rapper that serves as a household name to practically every generation alive. Even if you know most of his catalog, some of his catalog, or not much of any of his catalog, even elderly folks know or at least heard of the name Snoop.
My mama knows who Snoop is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
you talking about the man who smokes weed look like a puppy?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's what they say.
He was on MSNBC the other day.
Right. And that's how they would say it, Iceberg.
She can quote a Snoop bar before she can quote a JayZ bar.
La da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
La da 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 da.
Right. And they would do that high butt strut.
Get a worse for that.
They would do that high butt strut like how Jay Camp did last week.
Facts, man. I guarantee you, there's some church that has actually put Snoop in a sermon.
You know they have.
You know they have.
Rolling down the street.
I used to smoke Indo. Now I'm on Jesus Christ.
While smoking Indo. Y'all need to stop.
Now you know all the young kids. I know what's going down with the hip hop guys.
Hippity hoppers.
Bebo, but Devon saying Dre.
Well, from a holistic standpoint, Dre is and has been wildly successful. The first thing I think about is
Slow Trenches.
Yeah, he was definitely responsible for being behind the success of 50 Cent and Eminem and Snoop. But he also has a whole slew of other artists that just got left in the dirt and in the shadows.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And I think he's up there, but I wouldn't put him as number one, respectfully. But I respect your answer though, man, because maybe you're thinking of something that maybe I'm missing out on. I do think it's from a holistic standpoint, Snoop Dogg, just from an overall basis. I mean, there's not anywhere that man can't go, and there's not anything that man can't do from a business standpoint. From
Facts. Come on, man.
Even his rap style, for the most part, it's invited on a multitude of styles. And DJ Scanless said, "Okay, yep." Okay, all right,
Jesus Christ is the prophet that they gave me.
Jesus Christ is the prophet that
they gave me. Dear God, I want you to save me. I can't die, my boo boo back to my baby.
Jay and Snoop has elevated everyone. I agree. Fact. Well, like I said, we're here to give JayZ his props. We're not knocking JayZ at all.
No, and you know what? JayZ, I mean, he has a long, extensive list of successes himself.
He does.
He was
all that.
Right. I mean, reportedly, even Ye hit it first.
You are hilarious for that. Reportedly.
Yeah, reportedly.
He put him on a pedestal, but then
and then slide that boy right under the bull.
Well, no, I'm saying that because of what, just repeating the whole, reportedly being the first rap billionaire, which we know is not the case. It was arguably Ye. That's all I was getting at with that. I mean, the multiple, over 20 Grammy Awards, multiple business ventures, the liquor, he even has a stake in Uber, the title streaming. I mean, you can't not give
Snoop had
him
his
respect. What's that?
Right. Snoop was on Lyft before it even blew up.
Yep. And yes, mama, anyone who can hang with Martha Stewart and still be gangsta, meaning Snoop, is a legend, and that's absolutely facts.
Facts.
Absolutely facts.
Matt even said, do people even overseas even listen to Jay like that? But again, Snoop, Drake, come on, N50, they doing international tours.
And this conversation kind of goes back to that Birdman mention of the top 50 CEOs in hip hop thing, real talk. That's kind of the lane that we're diving back into of sorts. When we think about it from a holistic standpoint. Financially, if we're talking about success from a primary or sole financial standpoint, you probably would have to go with JayZ.
Oh, yeah. I mean, JayZ's well up there. Like, if we're talking just money alone.
Yeah.
I mean, JayZ, Drake, I mean, you can make arguments for both.
Right.
Because Drake basically started out as a rapper, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can make arguments for both.
Yep.
Hey, man, hold up. I got a video on this joint, too. Hold up. I forgot to play it. Hold up.
JayZ is now worth $2.5 billion. Warren Buffett once said, he's the guy to learn from. Less than 4 years after becoming the first billionaire rapper, JayZ is showing no signs of slowing down. The Brooklyn-born artist's net worth is now $2.5 billion, according to the latest estimate from Forbes. JayZ became rap's first billionaire back in 2019, with
You see how they change? You see how they? You see how they trying to change it, right?
And remember, I don't believe they even had Ye up there initially when he was.
No, initially they didn't even have it. He's the one that said it, and then people try to disprove it, and they found out he was right.
Yep.
Hold up.
Stakes in Armand de Brignac Champagne and Douce Cognac valued at over $400 million at the time, as well as various investment properties in New York and LA.
Go ahead and say it, Iceberg. You know you want to say it.
Stop the cap.
When they said investment properties, you know you wanted to say that G word.
That gentrification.
you know you're
nice.
a bit.
They said we've been going hard on Jay, man, but you know,
all right.
Gentry Jay, man. Like I said, again,
you had to do it halfway. Okay,
Gentry Jay. But again, like I said, I think it's a little cap in this joint a little bit, man, because. You got
a whole lot of koofies.
There's a lot of koofs tonight, man. This is the thing. Kanye basically nuked his publishing because who sold it to Def Jam?
JayZ.
So now it ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this money over here. I don't need the music industry. He said, "Oh, for real? We'll nuke that joint." So now Jay, you know, all of a sudden, hey, I want to sell this Duce, but actually he fumbled the bag. Cause remember, he did a handshake deal for Billy when it was actually worth more. He's not a businessman, so
dang. Iceberg tried to hold out as long as he could.
He really could.
He couldn't hold it any longer. Oh man.
So again, you have to look at it where, hey man, we're trying to change the narrative of who's number one. Again, shout out to our guy, I forgot who came in and said that you know, actually Dre or Ye was first. Somebody was first other than JayZ. They're trying to change the narrative because nobody researches all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then also he's trying to become an NFL owner. This is maybe why he's getting some of this bread together too. To get those Washington Commanders.
I don't know if he can get over Bezos though. All Bezos got to do.
Well, remember Bezos a part of his group though.
That's true.
Him and Bezos in the group together, man. You know what I'm saying? They in that hot tub together, bro.
Look, Antoine, you just went ahead and said the whole shebang.
Right, but Bezos got the check though.
He got a check.
Let's be clear.
And it's even taken a while for Bezos to even land a team, ownership in a team. He's been working on that for years. So, I mean,
I'm not a business man. I step on you to forward you, man.
See, just when look, I guess we tried, right? I guess we tried.
This is the thing. Salute to Jay. You know what I'm saying? You have to get this dude his props. But the way that he can finagle certain situations because of the partnerships that he has, and that also he's kind of the face for people who want to move money, like when he actually was doing the America little concert and he shushed, you know, Freeway off the stage. Again, man, he's the guy that they kind of use when this is why we call him Gentrification Jay, because when they want to do something like that casino in Atlantic City, they come in and bring in Jay. You know what I'm saying? When they want to do the Brooklyn Nets and move all them black people out of Brooklyn, they call Jay and give him a 0.% man. You know what I'm saying? You're quarter boy. So
Iceberg said they even made Charlemagne move or relocate offices. That's what Iceberg just said there too.
Even Charlemagne.
That's what Iceberg said.
Had to move. So again, like I said, man, you know, salute to the cat, man. But we gotta understand to win Monopoly. You got to understand the game. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who wins or not, and you gotta understand the game.
I'm glad you said that because most folks would try to denounce the business that aspect of business success, when in actuality there are shrewd practices, because at times business is business. Not saying it's right, but sometimes there are. Go ahead, bro.
Let's circle it back around.
Okay.
There you go. Look, Iceberg is on one right now. He couldn't wait to this segment. Just couldn't wait.
Goddamn, D-Kill. Nigga knew what's going on from when he got with the white man.
elementary, my dear.
Off.
Stop.
Cut a nigga though, man. Come on, man.
Well, elementary to that, my Negro J. Camp Watson.
my knee. But again, like I said, man, shout out to Jay.
Yes, salute.
He played the game masterfully.
He did.
And he's where this is why he's where he's at. It started with that conversation. If you Google a picture of him, come on, man. If you Google a picture of him and Leor, and they was in the club. Remember, he was actually in Streets is Watching, too, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they knew back then what they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget he was married, too, as well. That's a contributor as well to wealth at times. It's who you align yourself with at home. He had the hottest chick in the game wearing his chain.
Bebo P's a hater.
Bebo P.
But again, like I said,
he's a hater.
Stop.
The game, we talked about the book of the week from Bebo P, which is the networking. You know what I'm saying? The art of networking. You know what I'm saying? Going back to even, Doe Networks. JayZ, if you can say success is networking and playing this game of Monopoly with real money, JayZ is the winner. You know what I'm saying? He's the most successful.
He said with that Monopoly.
Because even though you said, even like J Camp said or Bebo said, he fumbled the bag, Dre fumbled the bag a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Snoop
Fumble.
is more Snoop is known, but he ain't got no money like this. He can't go to NFL. He can perform at the NFL, but you ain't gonna own no team.
True.
Even as a billionaire, you have to be
in the right crowd.
Yes, say that again, Iceberg.
In the right crowd.
You have to be. That's an
It's a country club, bro.
An exclusive one, bro.
Exclusive country club, man.
You just can't just be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, billionaire, and then just say, "Okay, I want to buy that team." So
remember, Sus tried to buy those Carolina Panthers and failed miserably.
And they said, "Get your black ass out of here."
Basically,
right.
Basically.
Yep.
But again, salute to Jay. He mastered the game. Now, how he got there, you can question some of the moves that he made to get there. But I think
that goes for a lot of entrepreneurs.
I think when he went on that, this is the thing, man. When he went on that trip, man, out of town, and Dame brought in Cam, Dipset, this was writing on the wall, man. This is where he wanted to be, man. He was like, man, I'm out of here. There's a picture of him when Michael Jackson was on the Summer Jam, salute to Hip Hop VCR, and he was in the back, and his face was just like, man, I'm out of here. I think this is where he wanted to be, man. When he said, hey, man, I want to be by myself. I'm going to use all the pieces on the chessboard, man, again. And the queen is the most powerful piece. Come on. And he's got the hottest girl in the game, man. Still out there.
Wearing his chain.
Getting that money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bebo. So, again.
Don't forget about the art collections, too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, this dude.
Ooh.
He mastered the game. Kaepernick was sacrificed. Damn, Devon. Damn, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Devon saying Kaepernick was sacrificed for Jay's NFL Connect.
Had to get a double one.
Right.
Double.
So again, like I said, man, Pyre's going in too. Pyre saying Barclays Center gentrificated downtown Brooklyn. People had to move out their homes. Facts, man. Facts. So again, you can talk about the moves that he made. And Scandalous is still on here. Salute to Scandalous. He basically took that Tupac song. Me and my girlfriend joint. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that he did to make moves. And like I said, we're not knocking the hustle. If you a 40 Laws of Power dude, this is your guy. You know what I'm saying? But it also shows why a lot of people like Nas. And like I said, we're not comparing the two. But this is why there's a divide. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Jay talking about his mom working at the post office when he's in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is the difference, man. You're seeing, man. And this is why the color of this picture is why it's black and white. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is why you come to Fresh Out. We talk about these dope things, man, every Wednesday, 9:30. Jay Camp, man, what's your thoughts, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, you have some topics, bro. That's all I can say, man. You have some topics,
man,
that you know, that pulled some passion out of folks, man. The Jonathan Majors joint, of course, the Adidas and Beyonce and gentrification always pulls in.
Come on.
And some talk, man. But salute to JayZ though, like you said, man. I mean, that dude, regardless.
You have to, man.
$2.5 billion, man, is a hell of an accomplishment. For
$2 billion is a hell of a lot of money.
It really is, man. I mean,
not a hell of a drug.
To basically not make that mostly off to not make it off a rap. Like, you made it off of some business moves that you made, man. Like, I salute that dude for that. You know,
well,
all
and this
day
thing,
long.
man, every situation, every person, man, in Marvel, man, and salute to
I don't, man.
Simply Marvelous, man, by the way.
I got Buster Banner.
Same.
There's always an origin story of why somebody does what they do. You know what I'm saying? So for Jay, man, that's what I always looked at, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why that picture, man, to me is so important. You see the one side of him over here, the young dude, hungry cat. You know what I'm saying?
When he was with
Has that
JayZ.
vision, yeah. When he was with JayZ,
Dookie Chain, yeah.
he was basically about to go under the tutelage of Biggie, and was going to be an underling. You know what I'm saying for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But then he goes to the boss, man. Then he becomes this dude, and then he gets with Leor, and Leor's like, "Yo, I can get you over here." You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to get rid of the riffraff. You know what I'm saying? So again. That's why, man, it's so important, man. And this is why, man, we talk about hip-hop, and that's why hip-hop is so big, because hip-hop got him where he's at, man. Let's be clear.
Say that again.
Man. That's why hip-hop is so important, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we talk about it every 2 times a week over here on this channel, man, with Jay Camp, B.O.P., man.
2 times.
So, again, man, send us home, man, Jay Camp, man.
Oh, Wyclef Camper.
Yeah, man. As always, man, salute to the chat.
Salute
y'all
to
continue to hold it down, man. There is no Fresh Out without this chat. There is no Fresh Out without this community. We continue, man, to just feed off you guys' energy and gals. We feed off each other, man. These topics that Iceberg is just blessing us with. Listen, I'll be reading some. I'm like, man, it's gonna be a koofy topic today. It's gonna be just a koofy day, man.
And you wore almost all the koofies tonight, Jay Camp.
Hey, man, fire, like he had those topics, man. But definitely want to give a special shout out to Doe Networks, man, for jumping on and blessing us.
Yes.
For giving free game. Anytime
Free
we've had
game.
a guest on, it's always been free game, man. So that you can't get that too many other places, man. Just to get the free gems, man. But definitely, man, salute to you brothers, and salute to the chat, man.
Facts.
Hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff too. If you're on Facebook, please, B.O.P.
B-Bo, take us home, man.
We definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast. Rap City, no basement. There is no Fresh Out without you guys. If you're a guest in the audience, welcome. If you've been rocking with us for a little bit or a lot of it, welcome. Thank you for those who have and have not contributed financially, because it's all love either way it goes.
Absolutely.
Definitely come back this coming Saturday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to review some music as we usually do, as well as a few, hitting topics and so forth. And condolences to the victims of the Nashville incident that took place. Man, as we've said, we're just in some interesting times, and
Close to home, man.
there you go. So condolences to those folks who were affected, and prayers out to them as well as you and you guys. We definitely salute you guys. Salute to Jay Camp. Salute to Iceberg, and salute to LB the Pod Father.
Potty Piper.
And we'll rock with y'all this coming Saturday. Iceberg, land this plane, sir.
No, like I said, man. Hey, J Camp, Bevo P, man. This is why y'all come here, man. Every Wednesday, every Wednesday and Saturday, man. 9:30, man. We go in, man.
You better say Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, hey, man. Somebody doing something.
Get your chicken on Wednesday and Thursday.
But we be here Saturday, 9:30, man. All the dope music, man. We got a special person coming. We may have 2 people coming.
Okay.
This week. We'll see what's going on, man. But again, salute to Jay Scandalous, man. Everybody hip hop, fresh out hip hop, holding it down over there on Facebook, IG, man. Always giving y'all some dope stuff. MyRapverse.com, you know where it goes down, man. We see y'all again Saturday, man. And salute, man, all the new people in the chat too, man. Y'all went hard tonight, man. We love y'all, man. Thanks for
much love as always.
Yeah, man. Hey, again, man. We'll see y'all on Saturday, man.
Saturday. Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize from absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Bevo P's in the building. What's good?
What's going bar for bar with
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it. Good.